Unit 2, the leaf 2 has to say. So today's topic is germination of seed.
My dear children, so good morning to all of you. So can we begin the class today? Yes. So today I am going to take the structure of seed and its germination. Okay? Yes. The example I am taking here of the seed is the bean seed. Beans. Okay, you can see the picture of the bean seed. Can you see, children? Yes. Now, talking about the structure of the seed, we know that the seed consists of 3 parts. Okay? You can see the picture. I have opened the bean seed. Okay? And this is the picture of the bean seed. That is, can you see the structure, children? Yes. It consists of a seed coat, which is an outer covering of the seed. You can see a brown color in the seed. If you take the beans seed, you can see the brown color. That is called the seed coat. Clear? Yes. So outer covering of the seed is called the seed coat. Then you can see cotyledons. Okay? Look the picture, children. See cotyledons. It is mainly used to store food for the plant to grow. So the plants absorb the food, the small plants absorb the food from the cotyledons. Okay? Then you can see a small plant which is called embryo. Is it clear? So seed coat, seed cotyledon and embryo. These are the structures of a seed. Clear? Now we can move on to the germination of the seed. What is the meaning of germination, children? That is growing of a plant from a seed. Okay, that is the meaning of germination. So now let's see the germination of the bean plant, bean seed. Okay, so look at the picture, children. You can see the seed. We are burying the seed into the soil. Okay, and what are the conditions needed for the seed to grow? It requires proper sunlight. It requires water. The temperature must be it should not be too maximum and too minimum. It must be moderate. Okay, so these are the conditions needed for the seed to grow. Okay, so we are giving it enough water and sunlight. So as a result, the seed is growing. After some days, you can see that from the seed, there is a small part coming outside. Can you see from the picture? Yes. This small part is called radicle. Okay? This radicle is the first part which comes out from a seed. Okay, this radicle will later change into roots with many root hairs. You can see from the picture, and it will go deep into the soil and absorb the water from there. Clear? Yes. And it absorbs the water and it reaches to the seed because the seed requires water for their growth. And one more thing is that in the seed there is a tiny hole is there. Through that hole the water enters into the seed. Clear? Yes. Now we can see that after few days you can see the upper part is growing. That upper part is called the plumule. After the radicle, the plumule comes out. Plumule is the stem part which later it grows. Okay, and then you can see a thick leaf-like structure, right? Yes, you can see a thick leaf-like structure that is called cotyledons. You know what, children? When the plant grows, it takes all the food from the cotyledons which is stored in the cotyledons. Okay, So as a result, the size of the cotyledon decreases and it becomes small in size. And when the plants grow, the seed coat removes away. You can see the seed coat down, right? Yes, it removes away and the cotyledons become small in size. And the plumule part grows into the stem and later the branches, then leaves, etc. So this is how the seed germinates. Is it clear? Yes. Now this is the picture of how a paddy or a rice germinates. You can see the picture, same process only. First the radical part comes, it grows into root and go deep into the soil, and then the plumule rises and later the cotyledon shrinks, that is cotyledon decreases. What is the meaning of shrink? Decreases. It decreases in size and as a result the plants grow. Is it clear? It's the same thing what is happened in the bean seed. Okay, so this is the picture of a germination of a rice plant. Clear? Yes. So, which is the first part coming out? It is the radical. Radical is the first part which comes out from the seed. And this radical gets converted into roots. And the second part after the radical is the plumule. And it grows into a stem and later into leaves. And all. From the stem, branches will be there. From the branches, leaves will arise. So, is it clear? Very good. So, and I told you about cotyledons. In some plants, there are 2 cotyledons. In some plant, there is only 1 cotyledon. So, the plants having 2 cotyledons are called dicotyledous plants. And plants having 1 cotyledon is called monocotyledon plants or monocot plants. Dicotyledons plants or dicot plants. So you can see the picture. See, a bean seed is having 2 cotyledons. Example for the dicotyledon plant is bean. Bean seed, then groundnut, pea, this all comes under dicot plants. Then you look at the monocot, only 1 cotyledon is there. Okay, paddy, wheat and all comes under this monocotyledon seeds. So is it clear? Yes. Now in your textbook there is one activity. Can you see, children? You have to write the name of the plant. You have to write the root system, venation, which we studied in the last class. Hope you remember that. Yes. Then the cotyledons. So you can add 2 or 3 plants. That we will discuss during the class discussion time. So you people has to, what you have to do, try to do this activity so that we can discuss in the class. Is it clear? You have studied about root system, you have studied about what is venation, and now you studied about cotyledons. Clear? So try to do this and we can discuss this during the class discussion time. So is it clear, children? Yes. So today's topic we discussed is about the structure of the seed and the germination of the seed. And what is monocot plants and what is dicot plants. So hope this is clear to you all. So watch this video 2 or 3 times. Okay? Yes. So we will, the next topic we will take in the next class. So till then, bye.